Hello there and Happy New Year. I hope the year has begun well for you. Yesterday in our district Zoom worship, we focused on the baptism of Jesus as recorded in Matthew's Gospel, chapter 3. And over the next few days, I want to share with you just 3 pictures that we looked at during the Zoom worship in the district last night. Here's the first one. I've been thinking about the baptism of Jesus in the light of our covenant prayer. I am no longer my own, but yours, Lord. Put me to what you will. Rank me with whom you will. Put me to doing, put me to suffering. Let me be employed for you or laid aside for you. And I was picturing John as he is here in the water with Jesus, with a rather large dove alighting on Jesus' head. John the Baptist is ranked alongside all sorts of people who are on the banks of the Jordan, those who are seeking forgiveness and repentance in the waters of baptism, but also the religious leaders, the authorities of the day, who John has stinging criticism for and a real challenge that they bear fruit alongside their supposed repentance. Rank me with whom you will. Who does God place us alongside, and what word has he for them? But John really struggles with Jesus coming into the water with him and says, you should be baptizing me, not the other way around. And that played into these words, put me to doing, put me to suffering, let me be employed for you or laid aside for you. The word suffering in its old form, in this traditional form of the covenant prayer, means to allow something to happen, to be permissive, perhaps passive, submissive. So it's saying, let me be employed for you, let me be doing stuff, or laid aside for you, let stuff be done to me. That's the same as put me to doing and put me to suffering, active, passive. And in this story, as many people in the Bible do, John struggles with what God is calling him to do, which is to baptize Jesus. This feels like the wrong way around. You should be doing this to me, not me doing it for you. It is the grace and the wonder of our relationship with God that God asks us to do things, that God employs us to do things. And I wonder in your own life when you might have felt that you've been laid aside rather than employed, when you had been passive rather than active. And there's a place for both. There's a place for both. I wonder what you see in this picture. I'm drawn to both Jesus and John having eyes closed. It's a moment of devotion, of intimacy with God. Both for Jesus, for whom this is the start of his active ministry, and the voice of God is heard, this is my beloved Son. But it's an important moment for John. This is everything that his ministry has led up to, preparing the way of the Lord. And he is active in the baptism of Jesus. I'd love to hear your comments if there's anything in the picture that draws you in. Of course, the waves envelop. It's a bit like how I imagine the beginning of Genesis, where the Spirit of God is hovering over the waters, if you like, of creation. Here is new creation or recreation. What do you see in this picture? Join me again in the next couple of days when we'll look at another picture and consider the covenant prayer and our covenant discipleship, perhaps our own baptism. Take care. God bless you.